Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We're hopping into the next episode of Community. This is season number 2, episode number 14, titled Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. So apparently this is it, guys. This is the banned episode. Apparently it's not available on Netflix. You guys did let me know that I'm able to watch this on Amazon Prime. Luckily, I do have Amazon Prime, so that's where I'm going to be watching it now. Don't know if I'm going to watch the rest of the season on Amazon Prime, just because it might throw me off number-wise. Like going back to Netflix and it's going to be off by one because one episode is missing, etc., etc. So I am doing this. I can't wait to see what this is all about, what the Netflix overlords did not want us to see. So you guys did let me know. You did preface this a little bit, like what it has something to do with blackface or something like that. But we're just going to watch it, have a good time, all that good stuff. But before I do want to let you know that I have a Patreon available right now. Links are in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. So if you guys want to spend just a little bit more time with me, watch these in full length, unedited, raw form, that option is available right now. Multiple tiers to choose from. You can't support me on Patreon. You can always support me here on YouTube. All you gotta do is drop a like, comment down below what you want to see me react to next. Subscribe if you haven't already because it's free. And of course, share it with your friends. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. All that good stuff. So let's go and watch this episode. And let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's hop in. Alright, guys. Here we go.
It was Jeff who pretended to be interested in Dungeons and Dragons in an effort to lift Neil's spirits. A council was called. For reasons that should be obvious, Pierce the Insensitive, known also as Pierce the Dickish, and Grandpa the Flatulent, was not invited. What Fat Neil needed most was to feel like a winner for a change. For Neil!
Okay.
At the end of what they couldn't have known was that they had just scheduled the most important game of Dungeons and Dragons ever.
I'm so into this right now. Imagine if I haven't seen not Game of Thrones, Lord of the Rings.
Hey, Neil.
Oh my god.
So we just gonna ignore that hate crime, huh?
So you guys suddenly just wanted to play Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah!
Okay, hi. I am your dungeon master. We will be playing this adventure, The Cavern of Draconis. Ooh. I made these for you guys. Now take your time, choose your character carefully. They each have their own unique combination of strengths and...
Be honest, have you guys ever played Dungeons and Dragons?
Working as a team, your goal is to track down the dragon, kill him, and then claim the treasure as your own.
Oh, what do I do? Roll dice?
Okay, you're slowing things down, Jeff. Shirley, what do you want to do?
I'd like to introduce myself to the group. Hello, I am a dwarf named Zippity Doo.
Okay, I'm not the best of making names.
Ew, Hector the Well-Endowed?
I made that one with Troy in mind.
Yeah, I bet you did.
I am Brutalitops, the magician. Magic user, baby. What?
An arrow flies through the air, almost hitting Brutalitops. Britta.
Maybe these woods are their rightful land, and from their perspective,
Jeff.
I take my throwing knife and throw it knife style.
You do 10 points of damage.
Look at that. What am I not good at?
sex.
Jesus.
The goblins are terrified as Duquesne draws his powerful glowing sword from its sheath and in one move slices the throats of 3 charging goblins.
Great job with the sword, Neil. You saved us. What would we have done if you didn't exist?
Pierce, what are you doing here?
How about you answer that question? What the hell is this little tea party?
Pierce, can we talk to you outside for a second?
Kind of missed that opportunity already, didn't you?
Yeah, but there's a very specific reason. Let's just play, all right?
I don't have a character for you.
I don't care. I just want to play the game. I don't need a character. I'm going to take a sword. Can I take a sword?
You've got a sword.
Pierce, knock it off. You're playing the game wrong.
Brutalitops is dead.
What? No!
Chang, I'm afraid I'm gonna have to ask for your character sheet.
I take it that means I'm winning?
Abed, don't help him. You're the dungeon master. Just kill Pierce and give Neil back his sword. He's upset.
I'm the dungeon master. I have to be impartial or the game has no meaning.
Can you just give Neil a new sword?
And it was forged by my ancestors.
Okay.
What the hell is wrong with you?
I don't like being excluded, Jeff. Do you?
Yes!
Hey, Ben, I keep running.
Okay, but since you're working against the group, I need to separate you from them.
Good. Who wants to sit with a bunch of fat crybabies anyway?
Plot twist. That wasn't in the script.
I think I just want to go home.
Neil, do not do that.
We're
We're gonna get that sword back, okay? Now, is there a way of moving faster than he's moving in his cape of whatever?
I guess if we had a Pegasus.
If that's sarcasm, I can't tell, because everything in this game is silly.
Jeff is that one guy. I'll get into it, but I'll make fun of it at the same time, like a dick.
And so it was that the group began to describe themselves walking.
Okay, it's a crowded and rowdy evening. Beleaguered gnomes hurry to and fro with glasses of mead for the thirsty elves.
Beleaguered? Why are they beleaguered?
Who cares? I find a waiter and introduce myself.
He's a gnome. He only speaks gnome.
Anybody here speak gnome?
Oh, I do. Lavernica does.
Well, this'll be painless.
Did someone say Pegasus? A word I understand in every language. Following the directions given to you by the gnome, you arrive at a field full of majestic Pegasi.
Finally. I explained that we need a Pegasus, and, I don't know, promised to fill it up before we bring it back.
She flirts with you.
I flirt back.
How?
I say something sexy.
Like what?
Abed,
Let's hear it, Jeff. What you got, man?
I don't normally do this, but
Yeah, okay.
you're the most beautiful creature I've ever seen. And I would really love a Pegasus.
Perhaps you'd be more comfortable indoors.
Abed, try and look at what you're doing and understand that I don't want to.
You've offended the elf maiden. She seems disinterested in doing business with you today.
What?
Hi. Hello. I'm Hector, the well-endowed.
Thanks.
You've got a bunch of Pegasi. Let's make a deal.
What kind of deal?
All right, I take her by the hand and lead her to the stable. I slowly lay her down.
Okay. You both fall back exhausted, but still entwined. You guys can take a break. I should check on Pierce.
That was kind of hot.
I am bringing Pierce back into the room because while soaring above the forest of Ingold, you spot a body in an elven cloak in a clearing below. He's face down, barely moving, a pool of blood underneath him.
I can't tell you how long I've dreamed of this moment in the game.
In the game.
Once you get close enough to take the sword, you can see that this body, while definitely dying, is not Pierce.
What?
It's the gnome waiter from the tavern.
What? No. Why?
Goodbye, my friend.
Who did this to you, gnome waiter?
I never saw his face. Just so you know. My name was Kyle.
Britta. He was an imaginary waiter.
I wouldn't expect you to understand.
You hear a low rumble on the other side of the tree line, followed by a shrill screech and the beating of heavy wings against the sky.
Wait, wings?
Riding atop his shoulders, naked as the day he was born, and controlling Draconis with the amulet is
Say it!
Pierce Hawthorne.
Scream when I told you to scream!
Pierce Hawthorne is my master. Prepare to meet your doom.
Fine, Pierce. You win. Just kill us and end this.
Oh no, killing's too good for you. Cast shape change.
Pierce, stop it!
Pierce!
Don't you know why Jeff Winger, of all people, led the charge on the Fat Neil Feel Good Committee?
Way over the line, Pierce. Oh, they're down there by Fat Neil.
That's right, Neil. Your new best friend, Jeff Winger, coined the name Fat Neil.
Jeffrey!
Oh. Made Annie cry, you bastard.
I can make it up to you. I'll find a fatter Neil.
That's definitely one way to dig yourself out of this hole.
Think about what you learned today. 1, don't screw with me. 2, invite me to your crap.
Holding the group hostage, eh, Pierce? I don't know about that.
For my turn, I feel sorry for Pierce Hawthorne.
For my turn, I pity Pierce too.
I won. I won Dungeons and Dragons, and it was advanced.
I pity Pierce.
Draconis, unfreeze time.
Done.
I breathe so much fire.
Hold it. You just used your move on freezing time.
I take the sword of Duquesne, and I throw it at the amulet around the sad naked man's neck.
You'll need an 18 or higher. Congratulations on the completion of Caverns of Draconis. I've been your dungeon master. I hope you had a good time.
And so it was that Pierce Hawthorne saved the life of Fat Neil while learning very, very little. Good night.
How could you possibly want giant ears over a tail? If you had a tail, people could always tell when you're happy.
Yes, but with giant ears, you could hear things from miles away. And you could wear backpacks as earrings, which would free up your hands.
Backpacks already free up your hands. We thought our group was meeting now.
Tail is much better.
Thank you.
All in favor of giant ears?
Okay, guys, so that was Season 2, Episode 14 of Community, titled Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. Pretty fun episode. Obviously, back in the day when I used to play Dungeons and Dragons on those weekends with your buds, playing characters, and I don't remember it being like that, though. I remember there was like a board. Was there a board game? I don't remember. I just remember, like, a lot of reading and stuff like that. Like, you were a character, you had, like... It was basically, like, pretty much... So it kind of brought back some neat memories, But outside of that, why it was banned, like, I see... It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. If Chang was in that getup, that for the entire episode, I get it. But he was only in there for a couple minutes. And while it was, they did kind of draw attention to it, even with Shirley kind of just flat out saying, we're just going to ignore this. So it's like, okay, so they drew attention to it, not trying for it to be, something out of sight, out of mind. But clearly they wanted the joke to land. And while it was funny, it was a little weird. Not going to lie. It did kind of throw me back. As soon as I saw it, I was just like, whoa, okay. Anyways, but it didn't last long, so, whatever. But I think I found more... Like, I think what's more offensive than that was Pierce saying, I'm gonna rape your whole village or your clan or whatever. I'm just like, whoa. Now, I know the show has done the R joke, the rape joke, whatever you want to call it, maybe once or twice beforehand, but it always feels like it's coming from Pierce. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Pierce kind of just seems kind of a little, right about now. Because in the last episode, I was kind of saying I don't like it when he's, like, maliciously evil, or when he's, like trying to, he's, like, if he's set out to be mean or something like that. Like, I love Pierce. He's a funny character just because he's just so insensitive. That's the perfect word. Like, how they describe the character, like, towards the beginning of the episode is like, Pierce, the insensitive. You know what I mean? So, he's very vulgar. He has no filter. Obviously, he was going to be the subject of scrutiny for an episode like this. But the Lord of the Rings voiceovers at the beginning and end gave me, like, goosebumps and chills. Because I love the big epic tale of kind of like classic, like, I don't even know how to explain it. Like, how do you even explain this type of world? Almost like classic lore, folklore. You got witches, elves, dragons. Like, that's almost like, medieval, like, just classic medieval storytelling. Just fantasy medieval storytelling, I guess. You know what I mean? Where there's, like, magic, and there's dark lords, and there's just, things that I just love all Hobbits, like, the art showing the maps of everything gave you a Lord of the Rings feel, Game of Thrones feel, especially, I forget what word they used, but it reminded you of saying Dracarys, from Game of Thrones, that would trigger the dragon to blow fire. So yeah, this episode I thought was pretty fun. It wasn't as raunchy, or it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. Being a band episode, you would think it would be like a little something more, I don't know. I mean, it kind of reminds me of, there's like a band episode of Pokemon where Team Rocket, where James has like these big fake breast implants, and apparently that was banned in the US for whatever reason. And I'm just like, that come on. You know what I mean? So I guess if you're going to ban something, it could be the littlest things. Like, in hindsight, you'd be like, that's not so bad. You know what I mean? So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought about the episode in the comments down below. Do you agree with Netflix banning this episode? Is this worth banning? Is this worth hiding? You know what I mean? It's just a couple of minutes worth of stuff. Did it really hurt anybody? I don't really know. So I didn't really go out and kind of seek, information on what the general consensus for this episode was. I just thought it was a pretty good episode. You know what I mean? So what did you guys think? let me know in the comments down below. That being said, I think I'm just going to end this reaction video here. But before I go, I do want to let you know, if you guys want to watch this video with me in its entirety, that option is available right now on Patreon. Links in the description down below or pinned in the top comment. Remember, once again, you're under no obligation to follow me on Patreon. It's just there, just if you want to watch just a little bit more with me. That being said, you can always support me here on YouTube. Like, comment, share, and subscribe. 4 main keys here. Helps you, helps me, helps the channel grow. I'm not going to waste any more time here. We're just going to hop into the next episode of Community next time, next video, all that good stuff. Have a great day, guys, and adios.